and safety. It's all about building relationships. How many of us know something about relationships? So yeah, broken ones, don't bring that up. Look, most of us, when it comes to relationships, we skip friendship, jump into companionship. You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it turns into kinship, but often ends on a battleship. Because it all starts with friendship. And so with our crime and safety approach, I mean, like, get the guards, get the police. No, get the hand out, shake the hand, and build proper relationships. And when you build proper relationships with people, there's an authentic respect that takes place. And respect is one of the most unused, overused, undefined words in the world. Re means to do again, respect means to look. We use respect like fear. You better respect me, my title, my authority, my position, or what I can do to you. But respect means to look again. When those folk were up here crossing the line, you looked again based upon the experiences that they shared. And we need to do a whole lot more inspecting and respecting. So one of the very first things we did in the community is we built the relationship with those that were deemed that as the problem makers. And you know, to come to find out, they just wanted an opportunity to do something positive. The men wanted an opportunity to work to support their families. The children wanted extracurricular activities and things to do. And so I share that because we're building an oasis in Liberty City. And you'll only know that if you come out there to visit to see some of the awesome work that's being done, because it's a part of all of us. The question was asked by Cecilia about having children. You want some empathy? You think you're going to choose who your child ends up with? Your child can go to school in Oregon somewhere, raised in your perfect home, and meet up with somebody raised in an unperfect home, and they come home and be like, we getting married, y'all. What you going to do? So empathy requires us to step outside of ourselves in order to step properly back into ourselves. Because we really are one of another. We just can't be blind to that. And we just do some awesome, beautiful work in the community. And we want you to come see it. But before we do that, we want you to experience something. Want to take a ride real quick? Yeah. Want to take a ride real quick? Yeah. Let's take a ride real quick.
You're going to see me turn into ice cream super fast.
So as you're looking at these pictures, Cecilia is going to ask you to think about 3 things. And as you're listening to this song, not just, ooh, it sounds nice, listen to the words as well, but what are those things you want people to think about these pictures?
So every single photo, those children and families have 3 things in common. We want you to guess what those 3 things are. What do you think those are?
This is Jeopardy applies to you. What do you think?
Poverty, same neighborhood.
Poverty, same neighborhood.
What else?
Same color.
Same color.
Yeah.
Violence.
Violence.
Loving families.
Loving families.
Absentee parents.
Absentee parents. You're not going to win any money if you don't guess anything. Come on. What do you think?
They enjoy adventure.
They enjoy adventure.
Potential.
Potential.
Dreams and aspirations.
What was that last one?
Dreams and aspirations.
Dreams and aspirations.
Happiness.
Happiness.
Laughter.
Laughter.
So I'm going to tell you those three things.
Let's chop it up first.
So the first one is, every single one of them have witnessed someone being shot and killed. The second, they are all living in public housing. Every single adult and child that you saw are living in public housing. They are just oftentimes one step away from homelessness. And the third thing is, they all are neighbors to one another. They all live on a set of blocks in which we're working on. So about 3 years ago, we launched an initiative called Block by Block in Liberty City, where we go to a block and every single child and family that we meet gets invested in. And we do two things with our block by block strategy. The first thing is, we do visual signs of change, which is my pretty way of saying we pick up a lot of trash all the time. But things happen. Roads get fixed, trees get planted, people take pride in their neighborhood. There's lots of colorfulness in the neighborhood. But the second thing is, we say to every child and their family that we want to help. We want kids to be successful, and we want the adult in their lives to be equally supportive of that child and reach their greatest potential as well. We are on 8 blocks in the neighborhood. So when you come to Liberty City...
You heard that, right? No, somebody missed that. She said, when, not if.
You'll get to meet Zach and Gabby and Chinaman and Kim's family and Sherelda's family, and you'll see these same children in the neighborhood who are now being intentionally invested in. And here's the result of this work, just so you get a sense of what's happening. When we started this work, only 20% of children were in an early learning center. We are 98%. Data that is extraordinary is only, promise you, 27% of them were only attending a summer program and had no after-school program. And what has happened is this summer, 91% of all those children were in a summer experience. And then this year, in the neighborhood school in which we're at, we are at 90% of kids in the after-school program. The entire neighborhood has changed because of this partnership that we have with children and family. And when I walk down the blocks now, and I shared this with Brother Lyle the other day, I was running down the block and I saw all these police officers. And that always sort of scares me, right? Because that means something's wrong. But we know them now, right? So I say, hey guys, what's going on? And they're like, oh, Cecilia, we're just here protecting the blocks. I was like, 3 years ago, there were no after-school programs for kids in the neighborhood. But just by saying, we're going to come to these neighborhoods, we're going to come to these blocks, we're going to build relationship, and then we're going to invite everybody to come and join us, and we're going to do it in the most empathetic, most loving, most caring way. We're going to make it possible for people to want to be involved and engaged and to be neighbors to one another. Like, that entire neighborhood is transforming. And I promise you, in the midst of that, I still have had 5 kids shot and killed. I still have adults who resolve problems by pulling a gun at one another, right? And I think it's important, and within the context of empathy, within the context of any work transformation, that you talk about the good and the bad in the same sentence. Because as much step forward as you can make a dramatic step back, and the only thing that's going to keep you sane is the hopefulness that you know that this is long-term work, and that it requires every ounce of your intelligence, every ounce of your empathy, every ounce of your caring, every ounce of everything you have, mind, body, and soul, you give it to this work. And so that's why I run to Liberty City every day, because I'm spent at the end of the day, and then I get back up and do it all over again. And I know that's why Brother Lyle does it as well. So some final thoughts from Brother Lyle.
Very final thoughts. Love this woman and the work that's being done. And any of you that are doing anything that benefits somebody outside of yourself, we love what you do too. And for those of you who are doing nothing for nobody else, shame on you. Smack yourself. Come visit. Come participate. Keep growing as a human being. And understand that there's just as much, if not more, to be honest, intelligence and genius that's untapped as there is in this room that we're sitting in here right now. And if we all do our part, we're going to be all right. So change the things you can reach the things you can change, everything else, leave it alone. Cecilia's approach was right on it. That's what Charles Dickens did. He told himself to become more empathetic today. Today. Who's accepting that challenge? Today.